and the Skywrath Mage burst damage from both Mystic Flare as well as Orb or Seal. All of these things just ensure that you get bonus damage onto the Legion Commander. And Legions can be really great at dealing with Resolution's trees as well. Just because he's got that overwhelming odds to work with.
I was thinking they might put the loot top. It could have fine, but yeah, Excalibur gonna get zoned out. That's the worst thing about having an Alch, you know. You can get that Grievous Greed level 1, but you're not gonna be farming too efficiently until you get that level 2. So this is what I like to see from people. Oh, he probably has the change. Yeah, Excalibur needs to be a little bit careful here. This is just easy regen gonna be burned now.
Control time's just not long enough for him. I really would have liked to see the Lich in the mid too, yeah. It's just one of these things. And I saw dewarding from both Empire as well as NLG too on the bottom lane. They're both taking out one Observer Ward apiece. The sentry wards are still going to remain, however, because that's a little bit further over to the side of the tree line. But it's the Lich is at least trying to keep the Axe off this top lane. He won't really be that successful, however. He's soaking up the levels from Mitch, so maybe he's just trying to make sure that Mitch is capable of getting towards that Soul Ring in time. And that's the play. Because if that is the play, then let's just bounce off to whatever lane he needs to go to.
They have Aloha Dance rotating in over the mid lane here. Could potentially get the courier snipe, considering Excalibur went for the burst, so he's going to be working to his bottle here soon. And surprising enough, he went Grievous Greed second. I haven't been paying attention too much to that. Normally, you would see the Acid Spray maxed out more for more efficient damage, but
if you're feeling heavily pressured, I can understand it, but it looks like Excalibur, and Excalibur's always kind of been a greedy player. Like, he's just searching for the extra cash more than anything else.
As long as he got those 3 CS right there, that's perfect. Normally you want to get it just to help harass more and get it, but as long as you get those last hits, yeah, then it's perfectly fine.
Well, his bottle is up. And Aloha Dance. The hardest thing for a support Tusker. If you love playing it and if you love seeing it, this is going to be one of the hardest things to see. You're not getting any levels on the Tusker. He's literally either Snowball or Shards. He cannot be both at this point. And that's a real problem. Like, Tusker kind of wants his level 6. He wants to play around with this bonus damage and control, but right now, he's failed on his attack on the mid lane and wasted a good 2 minutes of his time.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put, you know, a ward behind the tower or something, scout out when the boots or the bottle came out for the Alchemist, maybe getting that pick. They, like I said, they have the Furion, Tusk is roaming around, could have been an easy play, but instead just maybe trying to set up for a kill instead.
Spartan's gonna be a little careful here. He's coming closer on Silent. Aloha Dance has rotated over, but Silent, how do you really keep chasing this? You're burning through your remaining tangos. He's still got 4 left, and now he can go for the call. The shards are locked in Spartan, and this will be first spot. Looking for the spins. That range creep is going to do the work for him. 9 life, and that's it. The range creep actually takes the kill on this top lane, and that'll be first spot for the night. And Team Empire's heroes don't take it. Good job, Rangy.
Oh man, that's got to be the worst way to die. It's like when you're going away from a wagon, you just like know it's coming. That last hit. The worst.
It's like, just give me space. Let me breathe. Just get away from me. Take aggro off something else. Where are the spiders to get rid of that one range creep? Where were they?
And they really needed that kill too, because Aloha Dance, like you said, was middle the whole time. Was only level 1. Now he's almost level 3 here. Excalibur, which rune are you gonna get? You lucky son of a gun.
It is gonna be a bounty. I always wonder about this though. Like, you watch alchemists do this kind of stuff, and they get the bounty rune in the bottle, but why don't you trigger it straight away? Like, the only advantage, oh hello bottom lane, press the attack being used on the Skywrath Mage, and he'll turn around, trying to beat into Resolution, but now the damage is too much from Res. He'll be able to find himself still in his bottom lane, making it the second for Team Empire, with a wonderful Sprout Block Garter. He's still got that Mango, so if he needs to press the attack,
Mitch.
he can go
He's
more.
gonna go down.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Crossblast back off cooldown in just a moment. If Spartan can force this with the spiders, yeah, he's going to kill off Silent. The Brewlings will come back in and ensure the kill. And you still got a Aloha Dance in this top lane, so it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade-off.
Yeah, that was just a little bit unfortunate there coming in from Axe or Silent, because he didn't realize that there was Broodling still up. Else that could have been a good play going back on the Lich, but...
Alright. So, Just want to say to everyone out there who is tuning in on the live stream, let's get some more viewers into the wonderful world of Dota 2. Share it over on your social networks so everyone know what's going on, as well also watch Resolution die on the bottom lane. He went for the Wrath of Nature, but the Wrath of Nature never reached the bottom lane, so he's not intimidating Carter at all, and they basically make him the meat in the sandwich.
You just want people to tune in just to watch Resolution die.
That is, no. Dude, Resolution's been, he's an old-time friend of mine. And
yeah. Kind of sad because he's in the off lane now.
Why? I actually think he'll function better there. There's so much pressure on the mid laners these days, where even most mid laners are being forced into the safe lane.
Yeah.
So by putting him into the off lane, he can play his kind of style, which is a little bit more early farm as he's hunting. He's actually gotten Skywrath Mage. That's nice. With the tree position too, he's trying to go for the block, but that means he didn't move his hero forward, and the Skywrath Mage will be able to escape. But it's that kind of style of Resolution. Like if you look back at his older games, he was always that guy that wanted to be the aggressive type. The one that would make the plays, just like this. Like he's causing issues and just having fun across the map, and that's what I was really hoping for from him.
Spartan?
Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble, but there's no snowball. Silent can't reach him for the call, so he'll be able to just run himself away, while Mitch is on the hunt for Aloha Dance. He's not going to be able to kill him off. Just wants to control the lane anyway. He's fine.
You know what I'd like to see from Alchemist, though, talking about this? I'd normally like to see at least one an unstable concoction, because sometimes you play that greed game, and then all of a sudden, the enemy knows that, right? They're going to know you didn't skill up your stun, and then that's when they can play aggressive. But if Excalibur maybe had it, he could have potentially turned around on, you know, the AA in the top, or potentially on the Furion bottom.
Top lane, and they're gonna snowball over towards Spartan. They don't reach him in time, and now Broodmother, if he turns for the Frost Blast, there goes to Tuskar. Silent, don't attack into him straight away, and there goes your Culling Blade, killing off the Lich. The Follow Sprout, and this is that dust movement, which I was talking about from Resolution. They chase after Mitch. You got a call in 2 seconds time, but Silent has no idea where Mitch is anymore. So they just find the one pick off over on the Lich. And this happens around the same time as Ancient Apparition, as well as the Ember Spirit trying to flash farm up inside the jungle. Which have been fairly successful at doing so. That AA is almost level 5 now.
He just got blasted though. Funny to watch. I like how it took, you know, 5 years or something, 4 years, but finally you get the Hell Resolution.
Yeah, he's got no hope of surviving this. He can't TP out. There's no point putting out trees because the Brood will just walk straight over it.
And this is going to be the biggest problem, right? Normally you don't have that much lockdown for the Ember Spirit, Skywrath, Legion Commander, maybe the duel, but when you have the Broodmother as well, having the Orchid at a nice timing, and Silence just getting harassed like no tomorrow.
Yeah, he's in a world of hurt, man.
They got Blast up again, and this slow is just too painful.
It's brutal. But there's no mana for Mitch, so he can't just go directly to the Spider, so he's got to do this the old-fashioned way, which is run in there and hit him. Can't do enough work, and Yoki, he's been sealed up, but that's not going to do enough. The Lich will just burn to the Flame Guard. Really successful rotations for an Ember Spirit that just finished flash farming. So he's got 1 kill and got 61 CS. But in the meantime, Legion Commander, and this should really be the ticking time bomb for Empire. You talk about that control that comes out from NLG with the early Orchid. If you get a Blink Dagger on this Legion Commander, he just won 1 duel against the Tuskar. So there's bonus 10 damage. You're going to get a lot more duels won once that Blink is up and running. Because that control is there to stay.
Yeah, I just don't see this Nature's Prophet working out at all. Especially against this lineup. They really need No Fear, as well as Resolution to make a lot of big plays this game. Both of their ultis are going to have to be carrying the team early on here.
That's a tall ask. At least the Ancient Apparition, with this Catapult about to go down, he will have that level 6, so the presence of the Ice Blast will be on the field. And he'll need to throw it towards top right now, because Spartan's trying to run forward here. They need a little bit more positioning, and Aloha Dance can help with that. But you look at the army of Spiderlings, they come in behind. There's a good deal of money coming in for the Tuskar when he does get that shard hit off. But you saw with basically 2 group nibbles, Tuskar loses about a quarter of his life. That's not even counting in the amount of damage you're going to get from spawn Spiderlings. And once the Orchid's up, life is going to be a living hell for every support on this field.
Yeah, they really need to get Dust on... I mean, they had Dust earlier on Aloha Dance, but now they have none for the Brood. They don't have it on Furion either, so... team is really lacking vision concerning this Brood Mama, and
Prophet really be buying dust though. Like he's gonna be looking at his core items.
I mean, the supports can buy it and put it on him. Nice bait out the bottom.
Yeah, they jumped him.
I missed.
The Ice Blast. Oh wow, it really did hit on Garda. He's still going to go down, however, because he got cold feeded up. And Excalibur looking for that pick off and a low hard dance. The acid spray. He's on 5 life. Excalibur can't reach him. Spawn, however, has come in from the Sky Wrath Mage. Drops the Mystic Flare. Ensures 1 kill. And Resolution with a TP out. There's your silence just in time from Sky Wrath Mage. So you'll end up dropping a couple of players down on bottom. Silence in the meantime on top lane combined up with Yoku. And they are able to bring down that Brood Mother. So, all's fair in love and dual lane war.
They got the Lich too. So that was worked out really well for Empire too, because didn't they just get a 4 for 2 trade?
They got a 3 for 3 trade. Was the end one. So they went up by about 500 gold and about 500 experience was their extra advantage. But that's not really enough for me to say like, well done boys, like this game is yours. Garda's still on point to get that Blink Dagger up. You need to keep harassing him down. And you're running against an Alchemist who's farming the jungle. And up to level 11. Like, you're going to snowball in the bottom lane. Resolution will come to help. The Ice Blast is coming in, but once again, it's off target here from No Fear. And Excalibur's moving forward. The concoction apply up towards the Tusker. There was no snowball to protect him. And Garda, he's not going to find a duel opportunity. So he'll just let it go. But these kind of failed ganks can't happen from Empire because the Brood Mother is now taking over the top because of it. And they don't get a big enough trade.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing though is Silent is getting his farm. And I was going to maybe say Vanguard wasn't really the best thing, even though you kind of need to get it against the Brood as well as all the physical damage coming out from NLG. But he's going to have a nicely timed Blink Dagger, and that's what they need. He's basically their only initiation in this game besides maybe a Sprout or a Tusk with the snowball, but those aren't reliable. So you have to really hope that Silent gets this fast Blink Dagger, and he's going to have it a good time too.
That's great for Silent. But the Blink Dagger is also up for the Legion Commander at exactly the same time. And I still look at the perils of the Alchemist. Hello, bottom lane. This is what we talked about with that burst combo. It just ensures. Oh, wait! Okay, he's actually got overwhelming odds him. Wow, okay, that's a thing. Sky Wrath. Oh, that damage. I don't know if it's going to be enough.
That's not enough.
5. It's only a level 1 Ice Blast. But yeah, the Alchemist has a 12-minute radiance. And now goes to more kills. So you jump forward onto No Fear with the overwhelming odds. They rip through him, and you do actually have a low hard dance coming in for the return kill. Is able to find it, but the radiance burn from Excalibur. He has to move himself away. Forces out the rotation from Yoku. Yeah, everyone's just going to get back to the world of farm. They're just not shutting down this Alchemist anywhere near enough.
I'm just having this Alchemist just get free roam because of the Brood making space. And it's just like you can't really gank the Brood top. They just can't find a way to really do it. And even if they kill him, they don't get this tower. They really need to get these objectives too after. But they've only got it whittled it down to half HP. And maybe if they didn't have that Lich armor, or I don't know. I just wish that top tower was a little bit, or was down by now, and then maybe they could be working on a different tower here for Empire.
Radiant's middle tower.
That would be the dream, but they didn't get the push power. We said it ourselves, like, you got to find a way where you can push down towers, and you got an entire lineup, which Prophet is your major push. Yeah, he is so dead. He won't die inside the duel, so at least that's 2 times now the Garda's got himself a kill, but hasn't got the duel bonus. But okay, well there goes your Tusker.
Radiant structure.
It was a dream move, but now Brood Mother's got practically a full orchid.
He bought the blink, and he could have used it. Could have used it right then and there, but maybe he felt like it was on cooldown because he got hit, but he just bought it. So let's say a little bit of misplay there from Silent, maybe not expecting that. But I mean, I don't know. He was there. He got hit first though, so it was really weird for me. And well, here you go. Empire is gonna try to come back to this top lane. Tower will be dead, but they can still make a fight here.
It's gonna be difficult because you still got the Blink Dagger on the Legion Commander. He's got extra armor as well. Mitch doesn't have the full Orca, but he moves forward, and there goes your Dust Trigger. But what are you gonna do? Like, he dust on him, but then press the attack, takes it straight back off again. Spartan will be in more trouble. Goes for the Lich ulti, which will fly. Oh no, no fear!
Oh,
no fear! Oh, it's gonna bounce back up again. He'll end up dying. There goes your Brood Mother, as a low hard dance was able to come back into the fight. Ends up being a 2-for-1 trade-off. Empire getting the
Dire's
rotation
middle
up.
tower is under attack.
But they take a fight, but you get a kill on the Brood and the Lich. Excalibur's still farming up. He's almost finished his Manta style. And Garda's back to his farm on bottom lane. Okay, this may make it worth it. Culling Blade, Axe, needs... No, too early! He actually got the chemical rage off with a concoction done, can't find no space. Yoku, his Flame Guard,
Dire's
really helps him out. And, well, Skyrush Mage controlled for too long. The Ice Blast flying a little bit deeper. Spark won't be connected on this one, and Resolution's trying to keep up with him. He's got Sprout in 1 second time, then just throw a ball into the snowball and surround the Lich, taking out 3 of NLG. Team Empire, this is the momentum play they really needed. Couple of kills on top, switch it in towards the mid, and they're the ones making the plays.
Excalibur just extending way too long at that, not expecting the rotation over, and got burned. And you know, this will be a tier 1 tower going down, but Excalibur, like you said, he's almost at his Manta style, and this is good though for Empire. If they have a medallion, is anyone going to get a medallion? I really want them to do Roche here early on, but they don't really have the greatest team for it. And with Nature's Prophet going for an Ags, they really are lacking a lot of physical DPS.
Yeah, man, they have to make sure all these tier 1 towers are down before they can go in for Roshan. And as you said, like, they don't have the damage output for it. Even in the later game, you're going to rely on the Ember Spirit being your primary source of damage, which is a great thing for Yoku because he's 4 for 0, 120 CS, complete the Battle Fury, and we're only 16 minutes into the game. Like, this is actually
a dream.
Yeah, it really is. Like, if the Alchemist wasn't on the other side of this game right now, we'd be going, oh yeah, Empire. Like, take that bag, shove the money so deep inside that no one will ever rob you. But the Alchemist is on the other side.
Yeah, and they still have a lot of ways to counter him too. The Legion Commander, the 2 silences, Orchid, and Skyraz. So he has to play really careful. And I'm wondering what he's going to go for his next item, because he might have to get a Linken's for the duel.
Here they come.
Man. Oh, nice reaction. But
Barret move. They get hit by the Wrath of Nature as well. Lohardan still wants this. Like, he wants to take himself in with Silence. Silence the Blink Initiator. And Yoku's staying as close as he can, and there's the call. Open Excalibur with the Ice Blast. Axe already had taken the kill before the Ice Blast will reach him. And there's no more chase to come out here from Team Empire. They find yet another kill on the Alchemist. And every second down is huge amounts of money lost. Time is literally money.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And
Yeah,
Empire
this
want to
is-
go for more. Like, they're coming up. They
Those
saw
are
the
just
Sky Red
two-
face the call! No, fraction of a second too late.
I mean, we could say the momentum is definitely shifting now with Excalibur dying twice there, basically giving a lot of free space for Empire to move about. They can now take over their jungle, back the momentum, and potentially push top now. So, yeah, it'd be. I don't know right now.
What is Silent
Excalibur
going into?
I don't know. Is he gonna go for the? I think Shiva's isn't too bad here.
He
Okay,
buys
yeah.
a straight blade mail. So
That's great,
he's
too.
looking to return the damage. For a moment, I was entertaining the prospect of getting something else, like a Radiance kind of build on the axe. I know it's old school, up against a Broodmother, but it would have been
It's
interesting.
kind of like Legion. You have 2 heroes that do the same thing kind of this game, where Axe is great when you have Blade Mail, as well as the Legion getting a Blade Mail. Only there is that they have the
He's trying drag. Okay. What makes that so funny is the fact that Asant realized the Ancient Apparition Blast was a little bit too low. So in the middle of the call, he tried to make Mitch walk south into the Ice Blast.
that was almost a good play, but he wouldn't have been able to burst them down anyway.
They're coming. They're looking for the Shard Snowfall, and they're able to find one of Skyra's Mace, drops the Mystic Flare preemptively, and the damage output is just too high. Taskar dies instantly. You slowed the extra help a little bit further up, which is the Broodmother getting called out, and Yoku, nice searing chain, called out the Legion Commander, who's going to press the attack, but the Ice Blast hits perfectly. They just want to dunk him, but won't do it. Silence has
Resolution
already
gonna
got
die
the
on the
double
bottom
kill.
lane here too.
Is he? As a spray. Goal!
He tried to TP out there, but it didn't work out. He got the stun off, so easy concoction there. So Excalibur, with his Manta up, now he's pushing the bottom lane, and there he is. He's already up to 1,800 gold. And this is what happens. Sure, they won that top fight, but oh my. Okay, Yoku
Yeah,
is just a
that-
monster.
That well, Lich was standing here in front of the tower after he just lost most of his friends over near the secret shop of the Radiant site. You have
Frost
to.
armor, man, it makes you feel invincible.
Well, you shouldn't, obviously, because he died. Like, ha, I'm immortal. Oh wait, no, I can die to a sword that can slice off my face. Aha, brilliant. Obviously, not immortal. Shout out to anyone who gets that reference. I know I haven't been casting for that long back at the JD studio, and already we're going into movie trivia.
Movie trivia. You know, that's the one thing about me. I feel like I lost so much of the move me.
The move me? The move me, yes. You don't move me anymore.
I haven't seen that many movies in the last 2 years.
Nice jump. Good by Skywrath Mage, Culling Blade, Excalibur. He'll have to break free with the Mana Style. The Ice Blast was flying in, and Star needs to get himself away. Oh, that's unlucky bounce. Gets hit almost instantly with the Lich Blast on the second bounce, the third hit. Yoku is also trying to run away here, but the Orchid controls him for a little bit. Slider Fist buys him the time to Spirit Jump 1 and 2 ways. Very far out of range of Excalibur's unstable concoction. So it's only an axe for the Skywrath Mage trade-off. And Aloha Dance found enough space bottom lane, he's almost farmed up his entire Blink Dagger.
Once they have both the double initiation, then you can make a lot of counter plays. Snowball is one of the most amazing things when you're...
Oh, Excalibur! No, this isn't the dream! This isn't the dream! If they can get one more little bit of chip of damage in, that's why Resolution jumps forward to go for the Sprout. Excalibur actually blocks himself. He Culling Blades the Sprout, and then Mantis an illusion into the hole he created.
The good old days where Manta could take off the AA blast. No longer. I'm glad they changed that.
Well, it's like, here's an ultimate, and here's an easy dispel ability.
It's just... Yeah, it's insane.
Terrific balance. That's why Dota, becoming better every day. Like, I actually can't remember the last time I Reborn crashed, so I think we can say we're back out of beta, boys.
You just jinxed it. Every time you say something, Toby, you jinx it when you say that.
Fine. It's fine.
Time to cast on China servers again.
Oh yes. Over. That's perfect, well man. You can't put that crap on Reborn. All right, it's Roshan time. Says you'll make this a little bit easier. The fact you already have the Yasha with the Battle Fury combined on the Ember Spirit, and then the Triggins. They actually make this harder than it has to be because Roshan just claps. But normally they can just tank up Roshan.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna die soon. Let me just get all happy. Oh.
But this is the dream node for Empire. Like, you did exactly what we were saying. You take out all the early tier 1 towers, and LG can't get over that and really stop you, which is kind of surprising because, like, where is your Brood? Still trying to play out the top lane, but that won't allow you to control up Roshan. Tier 1 tower being in the bottom lane too means that Empire can bring in support very quickly. I'm just loving this from Resolution, directly into Octarine Core as his second item too.
And the ultimate... What's the ulti timer? It's gonna be down to 45 seconds.
It's pretty low, man.
That's some great stuff when you can just dish that out, as well as you can get healed in the team fights with it too. So,
yep.
I mean, he's gonna be very tanky. He's gonna offer a lot to his team, and once he gets that refresher too, it could be very potent.
Actually, that's actually where my next thought was going. Like, I don't actually fully understand the refresher of, like, okay.
If you have vision, okay, so this, alright, I got you.
Okay, you got me on this because I'm going to tell you a story about No Towel as well after you, once you got me. Okay.
Because he probably hit like nothing because he killed all the. Okay, so what you have to have is you have to make sure you have wards up in like 2 places where there's either the Ancient's vision or the Creep's vision, where you can at least see 6 or 12 of the camps, and then you can get those reliable bounces from those afterwards too. But you have to be wary.
Well, that's one way to do it. Way too early on the Culling Blade, but they still find themselves 1 kill. Well, that makes sense. Like, if you do have that Observer Ward up, then yeah, you're right. That's definitely something to look out for future Nature's Prophet game. Because like my biggest debate is with a Prophet ulti, you throw it out once with an Agadim's upgrade. It does so much damage, normally you've killed off most of the creep wave that's already visible. So you need things to be visible for it to work.
That's why it's really strong during the daytime, because you can get a lot of ward vision onto multiple camps. So
yep.
I would say it's more effective during the big time, and
The debate No-Tail had for it was, and it was actually No-Tail and Fly who were debating it, and they're like, it doesn't matter as long as we see all the heroes. If we hit the heroes twice over with the Wrath of Nature, it's still worth it. You just don't get the big amplification that you're searching for, because that's when the critical damage connects. Speaking of that, Garda trying to man mode against Aloha Dance, going to get locked in as Calling Blade took a little bit longer, but Aloha Dance, that Ice Blast comes in to help out. It's actually, yeah, the Legion Commander just shattering on the bottom lane. Tuskar is the one to punch the ice.
alright, we got Excalibur working on his the Octarine 2. He should be up to it very shortly here. I want to have your thoughts on the Octarine on the Oct since we see it so much. Like, is that better than going the DPS build Abyssal Blade, you think, or?
It's in this game, hell yes. It's just because you're an illusion machine. Like being able to pop out, like you kind of want to have BTs though with this in this build. Is the downside. Like he went for treads instead, but the ability to pop up Manta illusions every 22.5 seconds, basically with the Radiance buff. It's a never-ending army of alchemists that you just send forward to the front lines. And in a split push game like this, you need that.
Yeah, I would say that's the biggest
trouble.
thing.
Mitch in so much trouble. He's going to web to go up the hillside, closer towards Excalibur and away to safety.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up your last point, which is spot on, because this is the split push game. Because NLG, their lineup was amazing for early game, but they didn't really transition right when they had all the bigger items. They didn't get the Manta style in time. They didn't get the Orchid and group up together in time. They didn't get the mech on Lich in time, which he still doesn't even have it. So they were forced to play from down because they had a great early game, but they didn't transition very effectively.
Oh, Excalibur getting locked up. Empire, like they're just setting a bait. So you're right. NLG, they didn't really transition nicely. Their push has kind of been stalled. The Alchemist is kind of like this one-man fighting, pushing machine, and actually wants this to happen. Silence jumps a long way forward. You get hit pretty hard, but they force out the Ice Blast. The Ember Spirit just goes to work. Garda will die inside of his base. It's a double kill for Yoku. 4 heroes lost for NLG. Only 2 of them have buyback, and one of those is not the Alchemist. This is actually his 3 tower damage time. No Fear's ulti was perfect.
Oh my god. That's the problem when you have Alpha in the front lines. It's just, you AA blast him because he's sitting right there. You call him, and then there's not enough follow-up damage.
And that's brutal. And now they go for more. If Legion Commander, the dieback! That's a dieback right there! Over a minute on the sideline. Now that's guaranteed racks. That's not just tier 3 tower. Yoku, stop taking the tower.
That could be 2 Raxes here. I mean, they still have Yoku with... Oh, there goes the Aegis. I'd be a little bit careful now.
But they've still got a huge army of Treants. If they want to, they can rotate. More than likely, the best thing to look for, if you don't just fall back, is looking for another kill. So you attack into the tier 3 tower and try and drag someone closer to you, thinking that maybe they could slow you down. But okay, they get whatever damage in they can. In comes your seal. Silent can't. Sorry, the concussive shot. Silent can't go for the blink. Mitch is also being kept back a little bit further. And, okay, well, that's a summoning of Treants, and jump forward from Excalibur. He goes for the AA, to actually make sure the AA ulti cannot hit properly, and with a seal and a Aloha Dance, no real follow-up to this, but Mitch triggers the BKB. He's chasing into Silent. Excalibur needs to come back to help him out, but Mitch, he's just too strong as this Broodmother. Wanting to do more work, but, yep, Act is dead. Ancient Apparition is dead. The mid lane, however, is also totally dead for NLG.
Yeah, that was totally worth it. And AA also bought out, so he's gonna have his Ags and like 500 gold. And we've seen Alchemist pop without having it. It's very scary to think what can Excalibur do besides be in the back. Like that's the whole point of him getting the Blink Dagger, was so that he could be in the back and he could be the one initiating in the team fights. But time and time again, he just keeps on getting picked off in the front line, and that's hurting a lot of these team fights.
Yeah, it really is. Team Empire, like NLG, like they can't afford things like this to happen anymore. Like when you go for this Blink Dagger Alchemist, you're not split pushing with the treads. Like, so it's really about the team fights. get the chemical rage off, be a huge force in the fight where Team Empire have to focus multiple heroes to deal with you, allowing Legion to do more. But I'm actually feeling like the Legion Commander as well as the Brood Mother are just falling off. Like the Brood is an Orchid BKB only, 30 minutes in, when Mitch had a pretty damn good start in the off lane. It never really transitioned into much more. The Legion Commander won one duel, lost her second, her two after that, so her second and third. It wasn't like they still found the kill, but damage increase didn't start. The Legion Commander snowball didn't start.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate.
Like you bought Blade Mail, and when was the one time when we really said, "Oh God, that Blade Mail is really hurting Team Empire"? I cannot remember that phrase coming from my lips.
I mean, it worked a little bit in the bottom lane. We saw it only once in the near the secret or the side shop at the bottom when he was facing Resolution and Aloha Dance, but that didn't matter. Once the AA Blast came in and they stopped attacking, it was just too easy to kite it around. But
you know what I actually love to see from Team Empire now? Is something which is not as common, but it probably should be on Prophet, especially considering the world we're kind of ending up in, where push is back on the menu.
The Manta or Deso?
Actually, well, Deso is up there for Resolution. I would really like to see that, in fact, especially going up against all of this bloody ice armor. But actually, Necro Books.
Yeah, Necro is really good, especially when you have the Octarine core.
Yep.
Reducing the cooldown.
So you have a Nature's Prophet with, okay, but he's going to go for the standard full refresher.
Yes! I call it, get in your face, Toby, get wrecked.
Dude, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. But yeah, to have something like Necro Books on like 2 years, like we had it with the Beastmaster when Beastmaster first came into the offlane, where it was all about rush the Necros, and it was just so powerful in the fights. We're seeing so much more money coming in from this split push kind of play. Like Resolution, 32 minutes in, has an Octarine, an Aghanim Scepter, and a full refresher orb. They better kill those spiders, by the way. Okay. Wrath of Nature will help.
I mean, the biggest thing that Furon gives you is just you're constantly pushing out the lanes, and then you don't have to have a hero there.
Resolution!
And...
Come on!
Where's he at?
Courier snipe.
Courier. Nice.
He actually... Wait, how did he do that? There's no observer ward.
That's VAC.
From Blaze
That's...
to Inferno.
I think they had a ward, but it must have just ran out.
Maybe it's because
Let me look at the stream real quick.
I didn't see it. I came in at the last point. Like, maybe if you can see the mini-map, but you got 2 minutes to wait. Either way...
it's not there. I don't see one.
Either way, we'll check it out later. Excalibur having a play down the bottom lane, but Ice Blast's going to come in, and they have to force off him out of it. Really nice dodge there from NLG. We need to go for more, and this Kairos mage is trying to keep himself away to safety while the fighting is still happening in the front lines. The Lich Only will go out, but the Tuskar Snowball makes it difficult for really any part of it to connect in. The overwhelming odds are doing some work, but not enough of it. Empire is just way too strong. Excalibur chasing down Nosphere, finds the kill. It's Yoku, however, who's picked up himself a double kill, battling out inside the base, chases down the Kairos mage, and what are you looking for still? Excalibur on these front lines, basically punching up only illusions. That's not really the play here. And when he gets Syrian chained up, Chemical Rage just comes back off cooldown. Yoku has the Aegis model. That's why he's forcing this issue so hard. But where do you go from here? Resolution just wants to get out of it. Aloha Dance actually ends up dying, dropping the gem. Silent as well, Blade Mail will not protect you, but it's Yoku who tries to battle against Mitch. The hunger is too insatiable until the Wrath of Nature completely wipes the Broodmother from the face of the earth. Excalibur, the concoction will fly and get dodged. Yoku, yeah, okay. I just lost the animation of Concoction, but I'm like, that shouldn't disjoint. It didn't. It actually still connected on Yoku, just it had no animation. But he saves the gem. They take out the bottom range racks, but it's a pretty heavy fight. It was a 4-for-4 trade-off at the end.
That was still really good. I thought that insatiable hunger or incapacitating bite from the Brood was just gonna win them, but all of a sudden Resolution's ulti came in. That was great to see. And you have to be wary. I think he didn't even have the refresher there. I should have looked and seen that last team fight where he used it and seen how effective it was, because like we said, if you don't have enough creeps on the map, then it just seems like it won't do enough damage when it's not bouncing.
Well, their ward vision doesn't actually scout out the ancients.
Yeah, it doesn't really scout out any of the... There's no vision anywhere for for any of the camps right now.
I like how, like, you're talking about the incapacitating bite from the Broodmother with all that bloody mischance which kicks in. Almost instantly after the fight for Yoku, he bought the double javelins. Went directly into the Monkey King bar.
Yep, and then now he has a gem too, so he can just see whenever a brood's around him, he can probably pick him off solo now, especially since he can Manta dodge the Orchid, so now life just became more difficult.
Yep. The Treant army, though, is not really scouting in the way I'd like to see from Resolution. You can send them all across the map. Like, Mitch is searching for damage, not searching for survivability. He actually went for a Chrysalis build, and we'll see just how much work he can do. But Aloha Dance, like, he breaks free of the Orchid by going for the Greaves. The Snowball will buy a little bit more time just for his Blink Dagger to come back off cooldown. And Mitch triggered Hunger for that too. Can't reach the hero, so has to let it go.
Oh man, this AA Blast hit 3, and then he had Furion ulti over the top.
That was actually a double ulti. That was a refresher.
I think he didn't... Did he even hit the second one though?
I don't know. I actually...
Resolution!
I was watching the chase, but either way, man,
too.
that Wrath of Nature is still only 45 seconds, and they found him. They found Mitch at the tree line. He'll have to BKB himself out of this, but Silent, just so bloody tanky. And they're looking for more. They hit the Ice Blast on Excalibur. Yoku jumping forward, gets inside a fist of Searing Taste. The Shard Skyrim made it so damn low. The urn was meant for him. And Silence, he got silenced. He couldn't actually go in for the Culling Blade. But they're just Slider Fin, killing off the Alchemist. Legion's dead. They'll double buyback into this one. But they just break free. That Greaves doing serious work. And, well, Skyrim Mage, all they're going to do is just trigger the mech to try and get back on the front lines. But Excalibur, like, what do you really want from this? He's defending up against the huge wave of Treants on the top. That's some really good money if he can get it, and he'll catch up to Resolution. The Concoction will connect. Legion Commander needed that fight, but in comes Yoku and Aloha Dance. The Treants might also all be dead, but Excalibur, where's your Chemical Rage? It still exists for now, but it may not even matter. Yoku just carves him apart. He'll lose the Skyrats, he'll lose everyone. There are no friends left for NLG. Team Empire has invaded them all. It is 38-22, the end kill count, and game one of this two-game series going to Team Empire. Oh, this 3-game series.
Nah, it's just 2 games. You called it Empire 2-0 easy. No, it was a really good game from both sides. NLG just needed to transition a little bit better after the 12 minutes. This basically all comes back